Welcome.
You know what? It's so much stuff moved around in here. I'm looking for it and I can't find it because it's all moved around. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Coach Lee, Chili Will. Welcome to the play call sheet as we getting closer and closer to playoff time. But before we do that, we got to talk about what week now. Week 15, week 16 now?
Yeah.
Okay.
A whole bunch of fun.
Yeah, even as I'm going strong through, I still don't see it. I don't know what deal happened.
Oh, yeah.
I still can't find it. Yeah. But yeah, man. We had a lot of fun. I think right now, what we got going right now, we got these jokers right here going now, huh?
Yeah, we got Saints. Yeah, Saints and Packers going on right now.
What the score looking like?
It's on a replay right now. Hold on. Last time I checked. Man, keep going, Jacobs. Man, I need a whole lot out of Jacobs. It's 7-0 Packers up, and they're driving now. They're over midfield.
Oh, you still up in the playoffs? Playoffs?
Playoffs. I won the game. Yeah, I am. No, I'm in the consolation prize in the STWF league. I got eliminated. Yo, first round of the playoffs, the man had Josh Allen and Amon Ross.
They went stupid.
The two of them combined scored
101
for him, like 84. I was done before the day started. It was over. So yeah.
Man,
I lost by like 70.
Bobby lost by 0.04. That sucks. I ready to get blowed up.
Bobby said it. So that's awful. Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby. Man, so you are, you kind of like me, man. Our teams have been done and cooked for quite some time.
We started that way.
Yeah. And your boy, I kind of saw the ride on the wall run about week 4. So we here. I gotta ask you, do the games still mean anything to you?
Yeah, it's all development. It's all the future. Where it's like watching a college playoff because these guys are gonna be the guys coming up. Yeah, we got Drake May out there looking good. And now
is he a goal for the future?
Oh, he's the guy. He's him. Yeah, he's the guy. There won't be a quarterback picked in this draft. I don't think.
You got on this one pretty fast compared to the last franchise quarterback.
When you see it, you see it. That's that. It's like he could play. He's doing more with less, losing still because the team's awful. But yeah, and just every now and then he'll just take off, and you're like, oh yeah, he's a really good athlete too. And so yeah, like some spin moves and shit. Like he got some stuff in his bag, man. Like
he said spin moves and shit.
Yeah. I mean, because you don't expect it, but he got some shit in his bag. So yeah, that's really the only him and our last year I think 6 overall pick Gonzalez. Those are the guys, like the only 2 guys in there. Oh, and my guy Pop. Yeah,
Pop. Okay.
Yeah. Demario, was it Demario Johnson? Demario, I last name. But yeah, Demario. He's little though. He needs to be like the 3rd or 4th guy in the offense, and that's going to be a good offense because he's a dangerous little fella. But the truth is he's basically the best route runner, and like he's always getting open and best after the catch as well. Definitely the best after the catch on the team. So, but he's tiny. But yeah, he said we started off with hope. Best team in the league week 2. Yeah, but see, you guys do that to yourself.
Y'all jinxed it. They jinxed it. Not you per se, Bobby, but your franchise, your fan base.
Hey,
they down here second line and all in Arlington doing a big thing. And
there's very few fan bases that I have to have a drug conversation with, but they're one of them. They be doing that hope, man.
You said a drug conversation?
Yeah, like they be doing that hope. Hope's a dangerous drug, man. And the Saints fan base, They do a lot of that shit.
They do. You know, I think they get the smoke because they're Patriots fans. Y'all got six Lombardis. You can talk.
Yeah.
Steelers fans got 6 Lombardis. You can talk. San Fran 5. Cowboys 5. They both old as hell. But Saints fans, I got 1. And it's been about 13, 14 years now. It's getting like dust.
Which, by the way, they got that one on an overdose of hope, and it just ended up working. Like, if we're being honest, like that was the comeback.
They got together. The city got behind them. Yeah. The league got behind them, and they delivered a lot of the emotion that year. But now, y'all, I think it'll be a little different if y'all didn't talk as much as they do. They talk a lot about other teams, but it is what it is. That's part of the fun. Bobby, you're a real one though. Oh, yeah. So, you're a real one.
You always got to stand here and take this, but I mean, you align yourself with the wrong type of people.
One who shall not be named. He know who he is.
Yeah. Mr. I Can't Do a Show. It's the last Monday night game. In a long time.
You should be right here on the misery bus with us right now, Dale. Dale, because at the end of the day, I know who can get flagged.
Definitely.
It should be gone right now, man.
Yeah, he slide in a DM or something. He's not gonna let this happen. He's not gonna. Oh man.
And you know what? It's crazy. And it's gonna come down to it. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I picked Atlanta to win the division. It looks like it's a possibility. It's gonna come down to them head to head.
Also, they made so much fun of them when they picked Penix.
And it looked like the pick. Now the part that sucks is they got all that money with Kurt, but they already said, "Hey, we just gonna eat it. They're gonna cut ties. They're gonna eat it."
They already did it once. Matt Ryan, $1 million.
Yep. They laughed at him, and now as long as he stay healthy, y'all might have you got Penix. He might wake up. What's my guy play tight end that ain't did nothing for it? Might wake him up. You guys still got Bijan back there, a complete back. They got some pieces in play.
Pitt's about to get his only real achievement erased because Brock Bowers is going nuts as a rookie, so he's about to pass him. Pitt's had the rookie tight end record, but like, man, bro dropped a legitimate pass the other day, like a big pass that they needed him to catch, and he dropped it. So he got to figure it out, man. London looked a little better, but again, like I said, wide receiver 1 in Atlanta right now is Mooney. Mooney is wide receiver 1 in Atlanta.
Yeah, and that's a good segue for you, man. Who is the NFL wide receiver 1 for you?
For me, I mean, it's 1A, 1B, and I don't want to choose which one it is, but it's Chase and Jeff.
And JJ?
Yeah.
Okay. I can get jiggy with that. So 1A, 1B, who else would you put in that tier with them? There's a couple of good ones.
Also, if you force my hand, which I guess I'm just forcing my hand because we have moved on already, but if you force my hand, I'll take Chase. He scores more. Okay. It's the name of the game. I love the catches and the yards and all that, but you put the biscuit in the basket. That's what he does.
He's got 16 tubs this year. JJ's got 10.
Yeah, he's probably gonna lead the league in tubs. So he's at maybe overall, but definitely at receiver. But all right, and then who else would I put up there? Look, Tyreek belongs up there because what I believe is he's playing with a mediocre quarterback and still doing work. But he also has a couple drops yesterday, which doesn't take you out of this conversation. Obviously, it's a game. But I'm pretty sure that will probably be him. Tyreek, and then Evans is still a problem. At that advanced age, or not advanced, but at that age and that size, Evans is still a problem. I don't know if maybe he's not on their level. Nico's a problem, by the way.
You just named a lot of great receivers, man. Evans is still a problem. He's gonna be a Hall of Famer.
CD's up there. I know it's what you was. Is that what you was?
Yeah, I'm just looking at it. I didn't realize he was, considering the obstacles that they had, I didn't realize he was number 3 in yards this year.
Yeah, CD's a problem.
You just got to get us some help.
I always thought y'all was pretty hard on him. Not like too hard, but like.
I think the only problem with CD that we had is he would drop some. Man, he had some drops. He probably lead the league in drops.
Yeah, but T.O. did that like twice, bro. It happens. Some of these guys, I mean, they're everything but the one thing that they like. For example, DK can do everything but catch like great. He doesn't have great hands.
He said but catch.
Like you gotta walk them in there with him. Like you kind of gotta walk him in there with, like to him. He's not making a lot of great hands. Also, yes, that's a fact, Bobby. No question. No question.
Yeah,
I'm dying on that hill right next to you. But when they say most people agree.
This is the 11th season. They say he's the first receiver that had 1,000 yards in every season he's played to start his career.
Time. Don't matter who you put back there. Just throw him the fucking ball. He's going to get it. Yeah, Nico is a problem. Puka, yeah, I agree. Puka as well.
Puka just got sidetracked this year. I think he comes back harder next year. Hopefully, he stays healthy.
But since he's been back, he's been top 5. Like, he's been dealing every game pretty much.
Man, you know what's crazy about that? I had a fantasy team.
That's a
they had Puka.
Yeah.
CMC.
Oh, boy. I had Puka and Jetta on one team.
And A.J. Brown. That's what it was. Ooh. Puka, CMC, and A.J. Brown.
A.J. went to a clump. I lost a couple games because of that little rift.
Yeah. Which, man.
Jacobs, yes. Bobby, yes. Yes. Bobby, yes. Let's get it.
Who are you playing this week?
Oh, again, this is not the STWF league that I'm hyped about right now. This is an
actual
money league. It's an actual money league that I'm down. I came into this game down by 19. And he got nobody left. I got Jacobs left.
He already got to what, 12, 13 already?
Yeah, he's getting real close. Let me see what it look like. It's crazy though. I needed that. Oh, okay. That's what it's a problem. Now I'm down by 2. Yeah.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, wide receiver 1 for Seattle.
Yeah, no, definitely option 1. They got him in the slot, and he doesn't really get number 1 coverage, which is why he's the one always wide the fuck open. But also, he's a better route runner than pretty much everyone on that team already. Yeah. Jackson Smith's nice.
Okay. Let me see here what we got here. Yeah, but my man Hood, he does up some pretty good topics tonight. We're going to keep it rolling. Who we got next? We got, injuries. This is going to get into my next coming up part about how volatile things are, considering Hurts goes down yesterday. Mm-hmm. Pickett is injured as well now. He's got a rib injury or something like that. The Eagles haven't closed it out yet. It's still a chance for Washington to win the division.
And they just won a big game against them.
Yeah. So Josh Allen's got an elbow injury. So I didn't know about the elbow injury, but I saw an article yesterday. He's been playing with a broken left hand since week 1.
Your boy was just talking about it. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, he's different. I think we knew that. I'm trying to tell people that. We've been trying to tell people that for a couple years now. Everybody wanted to Dale and them wanted to hate because of the turnovers.
Because of the turnover, yeah. Brett Favre had a lot of turnovers too.
I understand, but yeah. But also, who?
Brett Favre?
Yeah, I don't think he's a Favre fan, but yeah, I agree. Very specific reasons he may not be a Favre fan, that's all I
know. Drake London, hamstring. Mika McFadden, neck.
That's not good.
No, that could be something that lingers. Jason Pinnock, Sauce Gardner, hamstring. Man, so I hope Sauce bounces back, man. He's had a rough year this year.
Q Lewis. He's gonna say some shit about pass rush and sauce is overrated.
Smiley face.
He just
Oh man. James Conner knee.
Oh, I need Conner to play.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's the consolation league. I smoked whoever it was in that first round of the consolation league. Second round of consolation league.
It wasn't me, was it?
I don't think so. I think it was eating Ford shit and Chevys.
Who is that?
I don't know, but they got busted up.
We got Jonah Williams, knee, Kenneth Walker III, the ankle, Leonard Floyd, shoulder, Sterling Shepard, hamstring. Saw that yet last night. That could be big.
Is Kenneth Walker running back too?
Yeah.
Another Flynn take.
Oh, really?
You gonna say Charbonnet? Yeah, Charbonnet.
Yes. We can't effing tackle. That's been nothing new. Yeah. Charbonnet. That's why I had him on a couple of teams this year.
Yeah. I think they're a good 1-2 punch, honestly. But yeah.
Let me see. We got
Charbonnet just a bigger body. So like on those plays, because I don't think their line is great. So on those plays where you have to set a tackle, Charbonnet is always that's gonna be a better option. Like the type of back that Kenneth is, he's gonna need one of those lines where he doesn't get touched for a couple yards. Yeah, if you're making contact anywhere in the line of scrimmage, yeah, he's gonna be tackled immediately, probably.
This gonna be volatile. Worst QB on passes thrown, 15 plus yards this season, 0-11 with 3 interceptions.
I mean, it isn't even kind of surprising. He's not a starting quarterback.
He's what, third?
He's not even a backup, right? He's a third-string quarterback.
But you know what? He might get some run with the Saints, though. I'm just saying.
He said you don't even got to go past worst QB. You could just
DTR sucks.
Yeah.
He gonna be. Is it?
Yeah, Tuke was rooting heavy for this man.
That's the kid from UCLA, right?
I believe so.
Interesting. You know what? Even though he's getting some dubs, I don't like talking about my boys, but I got to put Cooper Rush up in that category as well. It looks pretty bad out there, man.
Cooper Rush getting dubs. Was he like career starter 5-2 or something like that?
Something like that.
Why you holding that man back? Why you keeping the white man down?
Because I be seeing some delirious ass Cowboys fans talking about he should be in there versus Dak. I'm like, but then you see a lot of those passes, them outs, he be skipping those out passes, man. Or he's
on his Patriots Cam Newton shit. Okay, I got it. I got it.
Yeah, pretty much, man. But I did see an interesting stat about him yesterday. He is the first quarterback in NFL history to go head-to-head against 4 Heisman Trophy quarterbacks and win.
Which is funny because he couldn't have did that shit when he was in college.
Right.
It's kind of nuts, actually.
Oh, man.
That's funny. I remember when they did this at Fenway, but not nearly as good. They're showing they got like a huge ice sled outside of the stadium. They did that at Fenway. They put the ice, they had like a whole little sledding fucking like
oh really?
Ice ramp. Yeah, a whole ice ramp at Fenway. That was it got dangerous though. People were wilding. Somebody flew into the bullpen.
Let's see. So who else was your worst quarterback of the week?
Who did I have? Let me see right quick. I wrote something down. Something for this exactly. Well, best fucking Daniels went crazy, by the way. He threw 2 picks, but he had 5 touchdowns. Daniels was going nuts.
He was.
Who else did I have written down? Penix had a solid week. Oh yeah, that's the wrong one in the wrong direction though. Oh, wasn't Rudolph trash?
Mason, yeah, I believe he was.
Yeah, I remember thinking Rudolph is awful. Oh wait, no, he did all right. I don't know who had the worst week at quarterback. Penix was straight. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be special though. His first start. I mean, first start on an already not too great team.
Who's starting for the Saints today?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Rudolph did lead the comeback. I remember that, huh?
Who's starting for the Saints tonight? Is it Rattler again?
Rattler, yeah. They got Rattler fever.
Mac Jones, would you put him in that area?
Would I put Mac Jones as the worst for the week? I guess. Wait, what was his number? I gotta check his numbers right quick.
Say it looks like he was. Let's see, what does it say here? He had 247 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah. Oh, Anthony Richardson was oof.
And of that 247, 62 of those came from Brian Thompson on the 62-yard touchdown. Aiden O'Connor was pretty bad.
Where the fuck did I have this all written down? This is awful. Riveting content.
Bobby, you don't like Rattler? I thought he was the future, bro. Drew Lock, AR wasn't bad. Who's more? So he don't have a problem with AR like you do, right?
What happened?
I said Lewis don't have a problem with AR like you do, does he?
He has hope because that's his quarterback.
Oh, I'm talking. He's talking about Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson. Okay, I'm thinking about Aaron Rodgers. My bad, Lewis.
Oh, yeah. No, he thought it. Nah.
Bobby said Rattler's not the future. Y'all might not have much of a choice, man. Depending on who your new coach is. Especially, I thought y'all might have the opportunity to, Ben Johnson, but it sounds like he's really interested in that Chicago job, which makes me think the Lions will not make it to the Super Bowl.
They're too injured.
They're too injured, and he's too busy talking about other teams. You need to focus on what you got going on right in front of you right now.
Wait, who? The coach?
Yeah.
But I missed that. What happened?
They say he's very so when reports come out that he's been quoted as saying he's very intrigued by the Bears job. And but there, he put out his stipulation that he wants, but I'm like, probably not a good time. It's a division rival, you need to be focusing on what's going on in front of you. Because you got some injuries to get past. It's a lot of them on defense, but you got a big one on offense in your running game.
Ben Johnson said this?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I mean, he's gonna get calls, man. They knew this was gonna be a thing. But yeah.
Yeah, he has been.
I feel like this happens a lot during this time of year, though.
But I think this year, a lot of people like us, we knew about Ben Johnson, a few years ago. But now most of the league is catching up to this guy's he's real creative with his play calling. He's aggressive. He goes for the throat when you like that in the offense coordinator. You're going to really like that in the head coach. But you got to think,
what he
focus.
sneeze? So Watson ass is always hurt. Yeah, what did he sneeze hard again? That dude, right? He's just. But yeah, I think really offensively they still have looked pretty good. The defense it's bend and break because they're so injured. Like I think half the secondary is out.
Yep. Just let you know how volatile this game is. Now you can be up one week and down the next.
With just certain, and it doesn't even have to be the best player who gets hurt. It could just be like, like 3 guys at a position got hurt. Yeah, well now that position sucks. Even if you had good players there, if you
really
Campbell in New Orleans before coming the head coach of the
That's right. I forgot about that.
Why I hate it here.
That's right. He was was a tight end coach there or something like that. It goes back to their days when they both were when he was playing and Sean was coaching for Parcells here. That's the connection. Okay, so on the flip side, who was your best quarterbacks of the week?
Best of the week, JD's up there. Even though he had the 2 picks, Goff lit it up. My guy Jameson.
I'm happy for Goff, man. A lot of people shit on him, man, and they forgot his first overall pick, man. He was a Heisman Trophy candidate, but he played on the Jeff Fisher.
Yeah, Jeff sucks.
Jeff will ruin any quarterback, and at the same time, he did take his team to a Super Bowl. They lost, but he was helpful in getting them there. He wasn't the reason why they didn't get there.
Yeah, I don't think he was the reason they didn't get there. I don't think he was the reason they didn't win it. I mean, but I do think Matt was the reason they won when they did win.
Absolutely.
And it's easy to say that, well, Goff could have made some of those saves, but he probably could have. Yeah, but we'll never know. But I hope he gets himself back to a bowl with the Lions. But it might not happen this year because they're beat down.
Yeah.
We see how it goes. It's gonna be rough without Montgomery.
I want to question you this because the Lions are kind of our adoptive second team. Injuries, they're going to start paying some more people. Johnson's going to be gone. What impact would this have on them going into next season? They're probably going to lose their defensive coordinator as well. That window may end up closing on them. It may be like this same similar thing that we saw 21-0 Packers that we saw with with San Francisco. You got that window. You got to take advantage of when you got it. Now San Francisco, who at one point in time looked like a very promising team, they're an old team now with some high-paid, injury-prone players.
And that happened in like 2 seasons, not even
2 seasons. You're right, 2 seasons.
Yeah, it's rough. Well, I think we should all keep in mind that, and if Lewis is still watching, he'll try to rehash an age-old debate or whatever. But CMC, when the Niners went out to get CMC, I thought it was weird that he chose them. I thought it was a weird fit, mostly because I was like, they already kind of have that type of guy playing receiver with Debo.
Yep.
And then yeah, he's a weirdo. And then but then also they were a 4-4 team when they traded for him.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I guess if you really believe that you're the piece missing that can turn it, and it did. That team since then took off. And then Purdy kept doing his thing. And so, but yeah, it came back to earth with the fact that, yeah, he's also a guy who gets hurt. And so is Debo. And then Ayuk got hurt. And then everybody on the defense started getting hurt slowly. Like, I just don't, I don't know. I mean, a star's been born with Jennings. He's played great this year.
He has.
Kittle's still amazing when they decide to use him instead of making him block. Purdy missed it, or a pass got tipped. He would have had a touchdown yesterday in a key moment. But yeah, the team kind of crumbled quickly because of a few bad contracts and injuries.
Yeah. Well, IU got hurt, what, week 5? So week 6,
do they win the bowl?
Like
do they win the bowl if Kinlaw doesn't get hurt? Is it Kinlaw or Greenlaw?
Greenlaw.
Greenlaw, yeah.
Right.
If Greenlaw doesn't get hurt, do they win the bowl? I mean, he's a difference maker for sure, but I don't know if is he that much of a difference maker.
Him alongside Fred Warner, they impact.
It would have been a lot harder for Kelsey. I know that.
Oh yeah, he would have had to be looking over his shoulder, come across the middle.
So, yeah, they were that close. An injury.
6 minutes in the second quarter. 6 minutes in the second quarter, and you only have 18 yards in passing. Dude, you suck, rather.
Your team isn't good.
Start them out, Anthony. 39 now.
That's great. Nice pass over the middle to the tight end. As soon as Dale speaks, he's wrong immediately. It's funny.
Oh, man. What we got? We see overreactions. Y'all played the Bills tight yesterday, man. At one point in time, y'all were leading at halftime, 14-7.
Yep. Let me tell you, since they've put Drake into the roster, he has given me like 4 perfectly amazing games where we get exactly what we need right now. We get to see him playing really well, and we lose because we want to stay higher in that draft, high as we can, especially with the other 2 teams tanking their tank. They're stupid.
The Raiders and Jacksonville.
Raiders won and Panthers won. Oh, didn't the Panthers win?
That's right, they did.
Everyone tanked their tank except for us. We played hard. We gave them a scare. We made them work for it, and then we lost the game. That's a perfect Sunday for our team right now. Perfect Sunday.
Let's see where we at now. There. Boom. Right now, NFL. Right now, the Giants have the top pick. And it's probably safe to say they're going to end up with the top pick.
Yeah. And who do they take?
So, is rumors? Remember, I said it was 2 weeks ago. I mentioned Ward was the choice right now.
That's because we've heard rumors that Prime said Shador is not going to New York. Then he walked it back publicly, but that's exactly the playbook.
You know what's funny though? As it stands right now, he may end up in Tennessee.
It's Tennessee. Why is
Tennessee's number 4?
Number 2 is us right now, correct?
Correct. Number 3 is Jacksonville.
He won't go there. And he won't come here. So then, yeah. That's nuts. Tennessee?
Yep.
They need a coach, too, because Prime wants to follow. I'm betting.
And yeah, the coach might be one and done.
I think if Prime does follow him, he should wait, though. Not the rookie year. Let him do his thing the rookie year.
I think
an NFL coach.
Somebody asked me this yesterday, and my prediction is he stays at least one more year in Colorado.
Yeah, I think so too.
He's got a pretty good class coming in, and he's got a kid who just got voted as the top player in Texas high school football this year, Quinn Gibson, wide receiver of the 6A Division I state champion North Crowley Panthers. He had 39 tubs, 1,800 yards receiving.
Oh, he's a receiver.
And guess what? Coming into the season,
39 touchdowns.
39 touchdowns. A kid
That's
is electric. You know who he reminds me of?
Cool.
What's my guy that played for the Eagles? Deshaun
Jackson?
Yes.
So he's small and fast as shit.
I think he's faster than Deshaun.
That's wild. Yeah, we gotta see that guy.
And I want to say he came into the preseason with no stars. He's leaving out a 4-star.
Faster than D-Jack.
So shout out to him. He's gonna be playing with Coach Prime next year. Also, Cleveland's got the number 5 pick. Vegas number 6 right now. Carolina 7. Jets 8. Chicago 9.
If Shador's there when Cleveland picks, what do they do?
I think you got to take him. Because you're already trying to think of ways of getting off them up under Watson's.
Cleveland, this is for you.
I don't know. Ooh, would Dion want him going to Cleveland? Stefanski's still there, right?
I don't think they'll take a QB either, but like, damn. Maybe you should start planning for after Watson, even though that's 3-4 years from now. Oh, but didn't we see like in 2 more years they can get out of that?
Yeah. I agree with you, Anthony. Either going to sit the starters against the Giants to give them the win and move them from 1 to 8. Huh.
That would be hilarious.
I can see that. But you got to think at the same time, too, the Eagles can go from the number 2 to like a 5th or 6th seed if they don't win out.
Oh, true. Especially now they lost to Washington.
Yep. Because I think right now they are in 3rd in seeding right now, I think. Or second. I think they're still second. Yeah, they're second.
They beat them. They played twice a year. Did they beat them earlier in the year?
I think they split this year. Yeah.
Okay.
I think they split. I think who?
How did those tiebreakers go in division?
I think strength of schedule is the first one, or something crazy like that. Now,
wow.
See, Philly, they got Dallas this week, and then they close out the season. Who they close out the season to?
He is right though. Tank Boy season. It's Tank Boy.
Say again.
Tank Boy segment coming up.
Yeah. Absolutely. Who do they have? I'm trying to see who they have left.
Who?
Philly. Here it is. Philly. Who they close the season with? Is it New York? Yep, they close the season with New York against New York. So more than likely they will win their division by a game, because I don't think they're going to lose 2 in a row. Let me see what we got here for overreactions. My Cowboys and the Buccaneers. Not much of an overreaction, except for wanted them to be competitive, but you know me. They went from number 9, I think, pick, and they dropped down to 15. And a lot of Cowboy fans were pretty upset today. They were split down the middle as far as wanting them to play it out hard, wanting them to or to lose out for a better draft pick. So from my perspective, somebody tried to say that, the Patriots never did anything like that. Who else did they name? And the Chiefs. Patriots and Chiefs. They always play out hard. First of all, those are 2 very good ran franchises.
Yeah.
And secondly, from my perspective, both of those teams either have or had a winning culture. They had unselfish players that didn't take max contracts, a la Dak had to get the max, CD had to get the max. They had adequate leadership, a QB in both of those situations, and Brady and Mahomes, that could uplift their teams to compensate for deficiencies on offense. A coach that could scheme, make adjustments as needed. And most importantly, they had an owner that didn't need to be seen with both of those situations.
Although now, apparently the Kraft one was some bullshit, but
but now maybe
the mask off and it was Jerry Jones.
It's me, Scooby-Doo owner. But maybe I have to admit, these last few wins have been very gutty. They've gotten healthy. You know, a lot of people say that Micro's got some inflated stats, but I was looking at it yesterday since he's been back. I think week 9 or something like that. He leads the league in sacks, and the team leads the league in sacks. You know, he's been a difference maker, and I do like the fact, you know, I had shared it with you guys the other night, how he already came out and he goes, I don't have to be the highest paid player at my position. If it means I can leave money on the table to keep some of our guys that need to stay and bring in some help. When I heard that, I immediately thought to myself, he just supplanted himself as the leader of this team. It's not Dak. Yeah. Because if you're Dak and you hear your best defensive player say that, that's kind of a shot towards you, man.
I think people will talk to Micah and he may not hold that up. We'll see though when it's that time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because
the agent's going to get his ear and the NFLPA.
They're going to tell him what's true. Just because they save it on you don't mean they're going to spend it on somebody else.
Yeah.
So, to be fair, Micah has been mid. Yeah.
He was mid at the beginning of the season. Since he's come back from injury, that hadn't been the case. Before then, I was like, Micah, stay off the podcast, shut up and play.
He still does need to figure out what to do when they run directly at him.
Yeah.
That's still a big problem for him. But everything else, I mean, he's looked better.
I was kind of harsh. I know I was being a fan. All the injuries that they had. At the same time, I bet you take them on your team, though.
Oh, for sure. 100%. Yeah,
no, it's kind of easy to take him out when you have nobody else steps up. If he's getting double teamed, which he gets double teamed a lot, that's why he's getting taken out. Nobody else is stepping up on the other side. Lawrence is all mouth. He's good against the run. That gets you in the pass rush. Mozzie Smith, it might be safe to say he bust. Another Michigan D-line bust.
Yeah, Mozzie hasn't been what they needed.
So right now, it's just him on that D-line. Yeah, he's got no help. I'll say this, Jerry. No, I think McCarthy secured himself. I think he's coming back. I think two things happened. The way that this team has rallied over the last 4 or 5 games behind him. And even though it was a long shot, Belichick going to UNC.
Yeah, that was crazy. I'm hyped that he went there. I can't wait to see what it looks like this first year out.
Yeah.
Has he done anything in the portal?
I haven't seen anything of it yet. But then to be fair, I haven't dived in it yet.
I also feel like it would have been fucking like front page news if he did.
If he hit somebody, yeah.
Like if he had snapped up like a really good prospect out of the portal, I think that it would have led stories. It would have led shows.
Took, don't come over here and telling jokes, man.
Next year.
Oh, Took's starting to spoil on Dak now.
How can you not? Boy's mid.
I think even though that got hurt, Anthony, I think he still was at risk by the way that the team was responding to him a couple of weeks ago. I think he was still at risk of getting canned. But like I say, the last few weeks, team's gotten healthy. Defense looks like they understand Zimmer's defense a lot more. They look pretty decent. And I have to say, man, last night, even though it was the Bucs, but Bucs had something to play for, that secondary was punishing the Bucs last night. They had my man Mike Evans tiptoeing a couple of times.
Yeah, they rocked him. Oh my God.
He's an F deck. Coop's stats are basically fake starts if he plays a full season. Team seems to have a beat with Coop. Yeah, you got to think at some point in time, like us with fans, getting spoiled on day, you got to think the mentality of the team in there too. They've had some pretty decent, talented teams with Dak. And especially these playoff exits they've had last couple of years, he was heavily involved in the reason why. Because he nut up in the playoffs.
I don't know what it is about Dak, man. He might be another purgatory quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah, we've all asked that, Anthony. What's the point of having Lance if you're not even going to play him?
Because maybe they realize he sucked. And the more they put him out there, the more y'all going to know.
Yeah.
They got to admit that they fucked it up.
Yeah.
Who just didn't play nobody?
Yeah. That surprised me. That surprised me, and SMU surprised me. I thought I picked SMU to lose, but I think the tone was set. They got beat down. That tone was set once the quarterback got shook.
Yeah,
when he that first drive, where they could have taken the lead to start the game, which would have taken the crowd out of it. When he decided to throw it versus run for it, and then pick after pick after pick.
Yeah, he got rattled. He wasn't prepared for that moment. But that's probably good, though. He'll be prepared next time. Or he'll suck and they'll get somebody else.
CFP coming up. Who is CFP?
College football. Wait, CFP.
Oh, college football playoffs? Okay. All these acronyms. You got to give us the dictionary, man.
Yeah. Also, stop backseat producing. You could be on the show.
That part. Instead of watching that trash you watching.
Word. I watch Nugget. Oh, I want to watch us get our shit kicked by 21. Why don't you just come on the show? They over there busting up y'all backside.
Oh, they got clapping cheeks. Two said national at that. The whole nation is watch y'all get y'all backs blown up.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, man.
This shit. Yeah, this is bad.
Yeah. That's funny. You know what? I think we need to take us a break tonight. What you think?
Yeah, go ahead. Where the hose at?
Where the hose?
Hose water. Whether you've been playing hard or working hard, when your thirst needs to be quenched, there's hose water. Found at any retailer where sports drinks are sold. Or connected to your faucet in the backyard if you don't want to pay $4 for it. Hose water. Get yours today.
This is an emergency message. Stop what you're doing and hit the like button. Also comment and subscribe. Thank you. We now return you to your program.
I am sick of being a meme. All right? I'm sick of it. Sick of it. All right?
Boy.
So right here, we're on the damn white couch. All right, we got FSU, UCLA, USC, FSU, and Mississippi State. all standing behind us, getting ready to pounce on us. On
Going
the right
to work.
couch. Yes.
Blowing our
All right,
backs.
now, if you didn't know, LSU has lost the last 5 openers. Yes. Lost the last 5 openers. All right. And that's what that meme represents. I'm sick of being a meme.
Watch the SEC Pub Wednesdays after the Parlay Perspective on BS and Beer Media or STWF TV.
Going to work, blowing our backs. That's what happened to them Saints tonight. Man, both your teams getting ran through this year, Dale. Both of them getting their cheeks clapped up. Oh, man. Man. So, let's talk about it, Will. I know you was watching. You had a little outside interest because you're probably your favorite college football quarterback participated this last Saturday in the CFP, as they'll call it, the college football playoffs. So how'd you feel about the games that you saw? Did they play out as expected?
Yes. Yeah. Tennessee's a young team, man. That was always going to be an uphill climb for them. But I like the way they played, man. I like the way Nico played. He didn't start off good. He started off pretty bad, actually. But he's tough. He kept running. He was out there looking like a scrambling quarterback when really most of his games from the pocket. But every time he took a hit, he got back up, kept fighting. They kept playing, but they got smoked, man. That was it. They couldn't really hang. Ohio State defense.
See.
Nah, Fran, you gassing it. It's the best defense in college football. What are you talking about? Remedial. You're remedial.
I'll probably say for me, it kind of played out like I thought it would have played out. I thought Indiana was just overmatched from the start. SMU couldn't have. It was already the weather, the stadium, the crowd. They pointed out something that I didn't really realize. They were saying there was 100,000 fans in that stadium Saturday. SMU stadium holds 32,000. 3 times as many fans in that stadium as he used to. I think the young man was shook. Texas and Clemson.
They played like basketball schools. He's right.
Like basketball schools. That Texas Clemson game, I wasn't worried about it while watching it, but still, I still got my question about yours. I think they won that game Saturday because of A, the defense, B, that running game was brutal. Having Banks back made a big difference, and they just punished Clemson on the run Saturday.
Yeah, they couldn't stop the run, Clemson. Klubenik did the best he could. Keep him in it.
He balled. Yeah. It was crazy watching two Texas kids out there balling like they was.
Didn't he beat him in high school? Klubenik, I think, won in high school in their big battle.
Yep, they did. Head-to-head in the state championship game. Austin Westlake.
You were still a pick at the end of that to end it too.
Yeah, it's kind of. See, I've been watching Ewers do that since he was at South Lake Carroll, man. That's why I got questions about him. He gets shook. He reminds me of they probably gonna blast me for it, but the years when Steve Young couldn't get over the hill and then he eventually won it. Yeah, was when they used to play like they were playing like, at the time the Giants were still balling, the Cowboys was balling. They used to get to him early and often and take him completely out of the game. And that's kind of the field I get from you. He's got all the talent and stuff like that, but if he get Georgia, they got to him early and often. Then he started seeing ghosts.
What up, P Dollar?
What's up, P Dollar? Bobby says they need to work on reseeding for next year because these games were hard to watch. But if you do that, then you're going to have some really good games be out in round 1. Some really good teams, rather.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, reseeding is just means, if you
reseed, or as the rounds go on.
Right, but as the rounds, that means you're always going to get a blowout then. It's going to make it worse, not better, I feel like. Because look, who would have, if they reseeded this round, Ohio State still plays Oregon because they're the lowest seed left. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it might change things. I do think
they got a top seed because they won a division. You can't punish them for that.
So that's not a reseeding problem, Dale. Your problem is you don't want the conference championships to get automatic bye. That's a problem. That I could get behind. They need to be guaranteed to be in it, but they don't necessarily need to be guaranteed to get a bye because some of them conferences aren't equal.
But if you do that, then you're probably going to have to take out the conference championship games. Because as it stands right now,
you can still play the games. They just can't be automatic bids.
So would you have to expand it to 16 at that point?
I really hope not. I've had enough. Jake's talking to me earlier. Jake wants to go back. He wants to scale it back to 8. He thinks that this happened like some of these blowout games. He's like, because we're at 12, which is actually what I initially said about going further and further with these. That's all you're going to end up with. And I also said, no matter how many teams you make the playoffs, the 2 teams just outside of making the playoffs are going to be bitching, and everyone's going to be bitching for them. It's never going to stop.
Great point, Will. To my next point is the first year of it. Let it pan out. This was fans doing fan shit.
Thank you. That's what I told Jake. I'm like, Jake, you're. He basically shit on the parody that NIL is created, and I'm like, well, you have to give it time for it to actually work. All these classes are still from. I mean, there's a lot of transfers and shit, but a lot of this is still from the old way of doing things.
Yeah, it's a lot going. Like you say, NIL, it's a lot going on. NIL playoffs. This is all uncharted waters. But at the same time, as a fan, you should still be enjoying it. Now, the power teams like the Ohio States, the Alabamas, things like that. Now you got to compete. You can't just run off your name now,
Bobby, because they're not in a conference. That's why. If you're in a conference, why wouldn't you play a conference championship game? I understand what you're saying, but I just don't understand why we would think Notre Dame. Look, I agree. Notre Dame gets a free pass. I hate that shit. If anything should change, it should be the fact that Notre Dame could just roll up in there.
Yeah, make them be a part of a conference, football wise, because they're part of a conference with every sport but football, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Automatic bids, no auto buy for conference champions. Screw the championship and expand to 20.
What happened?
Dale says screw the championship and expand it to 20 teams. Then we're bitch about teams 21 and 22 not getting in. The next thing you know, we got a freaking 64 team field like basketball. And the NCAA championship game will be played after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't. So, people are always gonna complain, bro. It's just how it is.
It is. I'm enjoying it because for the longest time I didn't like I still go back to the narrative. A lot of teams would be, they get automatic pass to the championship, but December Madness. I like the sound of that, Dale. Ooh, I like that, P. Dollar. The college champion plays the worst NFL team. They did that back in the day, something similar to that. It was I want to say it was the All-American team played the NFL champion, if I'm not mistaken, way back in the day. And they used to beat the NFL team. FCS is 24, I believe, and the first round games are harder to watch than the 12-team playoff first round. I just feel like with all this money, more than 4 should be in, but no more than 12. Okay. So looking at round 2, which is starts New Year's Eve, I think. Who do you got, Mr. Will?
In this round?
Yep.
It's so weird because I don't know what to think about Oregon. I feel like I've at least seen Ohio State seriously tested. So I'm going to wait on that pick. I'm going to go Georgia over Notre Dame.
Okay. Even with Beck being out.
Yeah, the backups ended up healthy though, right? Is he going to play? If the backup isn't playing, then no.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he has health and available.
Yeah, because the backup can still play, and also he adds another layer because he can run a lot better than Beck could. Which in a singular game that can become a nightmare. Like, yeah, over the long term you could scheme for him and probably easily, but I don't know. I mean, they had a little time to work for this. We'll see how they deal with it, but I think he can do enough. Boise State, I think, loses to the Lions, which is crazy because I'm used to them choking big games, but I think they got to they got 2 teams that they can easily beat, I believe. That is true. UGA does struggle with the run, and Notre Dame could run. Man, had a 98-yard touchdown. Love is a problem. Although he then ended up with like not a lot after that. So word on the street, Oregon is wearing blue and yellow this week. Huh. That is fascinating. Because that's the one color they can't beat, huh? That maize and blue. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think for me,
Texas.
I think the Georgia Notre Dame game, huh?
And Texas wins easily, by the way.
Huh. Okay. I think Georgia and Notre Dame game is going to be closer than anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the simple fact, even though I think Beck is overrated, he still drives that engine. I think with the backup being in there, they're going to be able to scheme for him because they know he's going to be starting more than likely. I think Beck maybe that elbow injury, he might be done for the playoffs.
Yeah, that's the Purdy injury basically.
Yeah,
the UCL, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a bad injury. It sucks.
Penn State and Boise, I think Penn State, they are gritty. At defense, they got 2 great bookends at defensive end. I think they're going to be able. I don't think Boise State's going to have enough to stay with them, though. I think they're going to key on. Now, if GNT goes in there and he balls out, and just his draft stock is going to be that much better. When you're going against a top-tier team like that, and they know that's all that they know that your team has, you're going to be able to solidify yourself at that point as being a top prospect. I think Ohio State beats Oregon. 1, it was a tough game the first time they played. 2, it's tough to beat a team 2 years in one season. 2 times in one season.
Hey, y'all got done up twice.
Yeah.
It'd be like that. It is hard though. I agree with you 100%. That's why we all picked Texas for that game, because we were like, yeah, it's hard to beat a team twice.
I didn't think it was going to be like that because they kind of kicked their teeth in the first game. They came in with the swagger. This Ohio State Oregon game, it went down to the wire and it was decided on a pretty controversial
Yeah.
Now my Longhorns, don't get cocky. Don't get cocky. And let that running back from Arizona come out there and do you for about 250.
What's his crazy ass name? I forget his name. But yeah, he's the guy. He's a problem.
He is.
I think they'll keep a lid on him.
He's a problem, and that'll be the running back my Cowboys take though.
The white guy. The white running back. Exciting white at running back.
See, Lewis got Notre Dame, Ohio, my Longhorns. Okay. He's out for the season, Bobby. I didn't know that. They already announced that he had surgery.
Okay. Yeah.
Appreciate that, Bobby. Oh, you're right too. They should have won the first game. It is going to be 9 in the box against Boise. Like I say, if he can ball out like he's been doing against that, yeah.
Yeah, it just Nittany Lions always got some. Nittany Lions always got some linebackers, man. So 9 in the box. 9 in the box here might be a little different than what he's faced other 9 in the box.
And you know I'll be mad too. Yeah, he did run all over him. 2 says here about the ball. That's gonna make me even madder too. If he's about the ball and we won the meaningless games, that's gonna make me even madder, man.
You're not gonna pick up either, even though you should.
Nah. I still think they need to take somebody. I'll re-sign Rico, but I still take me a young stud.
You need to go find your Montgomery. That's what y'all need. Y'all need a Thunder and let Rico be not exactly lightning, but he's fast enough. But like let him be the off tackle, passing game, third down type of back, and let somebody else do the heavy carry in between the tackles. Not that Dowdle can't, but just Dowdle's not good enough to be an every down back. So why not just get another good back to split with him?
That's true. What the hell? Mike came in hot.
Yeah, word he did.
We came in hot.
I thought that was Took for a second. I was like, nah, Took's not even that wild. That's crazy. What up, Mizzo?
Hey, what's up, brother? Man. Yeah, Zeke done. They never should have brought him back. He's done.
Yeah, they should have signed him to give him the old yeller. That's what they should have did. Let him retire as a Cowboy. That's that. He's done.
I can't let him sign for a day. The ceremonial retirement.
The NBA 10-day contract. Yeah.
Yeah. Hard Knocks. How you been watching this?
I watched the first episode. I haven't watched the last 2, so Dale's gonna kill me. He said we could skip this if we haven't watched it.
Yeah, because I haven't watched it either.
Yeah,
why you should have been on the show?
Yeah. Who? Instead of watching them bums get whooped on.
I did some. I just saw this. Look at the Tank Boys.
Yeah, buddy. Tank Boys. We out here.
You know what's funny about this though, Dale? We're the Tank Boys, but we rolling over y'all as a track.
Yep.
Because out of the 4 teams, I'll probably say y'all are in the worst position.
Yeah, easily. I kept telling him this. We all kept telling him this. Like
he been hard-headed, running into the wall.
That man, he's the soul who never gets out of purgatory because he just always living on the hope. Nah, they'll bring me upstairs. Just go to hell already. Like it's over.
This is the Tank segment, Dale.
Yes, it is.
So you should be in these comments feverishly.
But yeah, man, I'm loving the 3-11, 3-12 for us. Looking good, man. Looking good. Giants. Come on, Giants, win me one. Not that
you know what?
First round pick. I don't even know what we do with it.
You know what? Y'all gonna take Hunter.
Yeah, probably up that high. Yeah, might as well just take him now. I flip flopped on this last couple of weeks now, so I'm over it. Just go ahead, draft him. I don't care.
What position do you play him at?
Draft him and have two of the best corners in the NFL. Hopefully,
that's what I want to hear.
Hopefully, yeah. Just let him play corner. If he wants to come in and play receiver every now and then, cool. But also, you got to get other actual number one receivers.
We got the Joker just came here. It's the villain. What's up, Giggity Jake?
Why am I a Joker?
Because you're the
villain.
Yeah, fair enough.
And you're a clown.
Hey, I don't know why, but I'm mad as fuck. No, I'm just kidding. I got out late as hell at work because for whatever reason, FedEx decided that they were going to deliver a whole truck of shit at 5 o'clock. So
oh yeah, well, it's crazy that the
anyway,
airport
what the hell's
is
up, everybody?
crazy near Christmas. Who thought of?
I don't work at the airport anymore.
Whatever you work, sure it's Christmas.
Yeah, nah, it still sucked. Anyway, what I missed? What we talking about?
Talking about tank.
Tank. We tanking.
Yeah, so I watched that and I got really confused why his counterpart wide receiver even was diving for the ball. It was too deep and out of his way. It's his own teammate's fault that he's hurt.
Who?
Wyatt, something, number 14.
On what? We don't know what you're talking about. We're talking about tanking.
You said Tank Dell, right? Oh, Tank Boys. My bad. I thought you were talking about Tank Dell. My bad.
I'm like, huh? We're like, Effie, what are you talking about, bro?
Tank Dell, yeah, his teammate took him out.
Yeah, his teammate.
Dislocated kneecap. He's done.
Fractured fibula.
Oh, they moved it. They upgraded it to fractured fibula.
Yes.
As well.
Is that the same? Is that the same leg?
Dislocated. I don't know. Was it the same? Was it the same? That's awful if it is.
I am not sure. All I know is I feel bad. Great young player. Wish a speedy, happy recovery because that absolutely sucked. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna give him one thing. Caught a hell of a ball though.
Yeah.
Being able to follow
that eliminates a Tank. We still have Tank Bigsby and Tank Davis left. Yeah, he's right.
Rough. I mean, hey, that hard perseverance, even through an injury, making that catch, it just sucks because he's going to be out maybe most of next year now too. I don't think it's career ending, but I mean it's close. But yeah, speedy recovery for him. Anyway, Tank Boys, that we're talking about the Cowboys then, right?
We're talking about us tanking in general. Our teams wanting to tank.
Oh, all of us? Yeah, I want an offensive lineman.
Who do you want? What offensive lineman?
Banks.
Yeah.
My guy right here.
Yeah.
Did you see him collapse that on that scamper that Blue had?
Mm-hmm.
How he collapsed that entire left side of the line?
Yeah. He took like 3 people with him. It was crazy. Yeah, the boys. He's like, was he like 6'4", 315 or something like? He's crazy. Yeah, he's a monster.
Yeah, no, I was trying to think of his first name before I could actually say it. I almost called him Carlton Banks. I'm like, that ain't right. That's a different guy. I'm like
Kelvin Banks Jr.
Yeah,
Kelvin
Banks.
Yeah.
It was.
Did you see the Gators put the lineman in at like fullback or whatever? Who is
a tank?
What's he like 6'2", like 4 something?
He's huge.
He's or like 6'5". I don't know. He's enormous. It's crazy though. I don't even know if he's good. He's just enormous.
That's the kind of guy you put in that's the kind of guy you put in at running back and say just plow through everybody when you need a yard.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They put him in at fullback.
You can't stop what you can. Movable force.
Like, his only enemy is gravity. Like it's not. I don't know if anybody else is gonna be able to put that guy down.
No, there's no way. And the only problem is when you do that, you normally see a lot of people going for chops, and that he'll get his knees taken out.
Then again, I saw a white man bury Henry this year, Derrick Henry this year. So anything can happen, I guess.
A rookie at that.
A rookie white man put him in the dirt. That was great.
You like to see Cinderella stories.
See, Saints need to trade every big paycheck vet for picks. Y'all need rookie contracts.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, Will and I were talking about it one day, and we don't think that you can miss. What was that?
Sorry. Go ahead.
Did I mess up?
No, you're fine. It was versa. I was responding to some.
Oh, my bad. Okay. No, me and Will were talking one day, and it seems like you can't miss with that pick of Kelvin Banks. But before we thought that was a great idea, Will and I were both saying we always want the Patriots to pick, but they always end up trading the pick. I'm still interested in what we could get, because if we pick third, which is where it's looking like we're going to end up picking, I wonder what we could get trade-wise for that.
Well, ideally, you get, if it's somebody moving up for a quarterback, you get like 2-3 first-round picks and some more shit usually.
Yeah,
it's never less than 2 though, from what I
mean,
like,
is there anyone behind us within the top 10 that would need it, that would not jeopardize us getting Kelvin Banks Jr.? That's the question. I'd be fine with it if we still got him in that top 10.
Tennessee, Cleveland, well, maybe Cleveland won't. Tennessee, Las Vegas. I don't know what the fuck Carolina gonna do. I would assume the Jets should be looking for a quarterback at this point. Why not?
I don't think I sound crazy here, but I think with what Bryce Young's been able to do the last few weeks after getting benched to get that chip, he still might end up being the future for them. But
that's why I didn't name him. Yeah,
you never know with what the next year brings, because he could go back to how Bryce Young looked this year. But they're building off of something. They're competing. They're in games, so they might not give up on him that quickly.
You have teams like the Bucs, Chargers, and Bills who manage to make great teams while being in cap hell because they are competent. He said, and then you have the Saints.
Oh, by the way,
don't let them hear you say that.
I agree, Lewis or Fwen. I agree, Fwen. Give Bryce and Richardson one more year for sure.
I hope. I hope Bryce Young's doing, or not Bryce Young. I hope Josh Jacobs is doing work for you, Will.
Did he just score again? I see him always
running
off, but he's injured. I don't need this.
No, he got enough points for me to win. I just need you and Jamie to get enough points to win now.
Let me see. Did he? Oh, I'm winning by 2 points. It's over. It's out. Now get out the game, because if he fumbles, that can hurt me. So
he did that last week.
Yeah. So you could just stay on the sideline now, bro. You did it. Word. Still alive for the championship. Let's go.
So, Coach, are these Cowboys wins screwing your guys' draft stock?
Yeah.
That's no good.
But I will say this part. The part that I have enjoyed is the play of the defense. Lil Fowl, he's getting some PT. He's going to be a good part of the rotation for the future. To a point to, I still think they cut Diggs. I think they cut Diggs and try to keep Bland, because Diggs is, it's coming out that they weren't too happy with his rehab that he was doing.
Ooh, I got some.
Which I'm not surprised, because he kind of seemed like he can not be as serious as you might want him to be. Just look how he tackles.
I got something interesting I want to do while you got that draft board up. I want to go look. I want to see what the top available, let's just say 10 quarterbacks are. I'm wondering, I'm looking at the list. I'm wondering, because we were talking about it earlier, Will, I wonder if any of these teams are going to take a chance on Jackson Dart, considering he's still a top 10 quarterback prospect in this year's draft. Because he could, if I'm thinking the way I'm thinking with what needs quarterbacks, that could end up being a landing spot for the Jets.
Yeah. Because I assume by then, yes, both Shador and Ward will be gone. Ewers decided to not enter the draft. Do you think that could still possibly change? Is there any way that he could, the way the season ends, and be like, you know what, maybe I'll just go to the league?
Well, I think if he makes it to the championship game, or he has a good showing in the playoffs, I think he leaves. Because he knows he can't come back.
But my thing is, I didn't understand when he was out on this draft anyway, because does he really think that he's for sure going to be like a number 1 pick? Because he's not going to be over Shador, and probably not over Ward because of how he's played. But I can't imagine anyone else getting picked ahead of him.
Well, early on to coming into the season and the first couple of games, he was the number one prospect, but then he got hurt like he always does. And then Shedeur and Cam came out.
I think the number one prospect thing was more of a projection just because of how good the team was. But I think we had already seen more. Now, Ward was the one that was the surprise because he just came, he burst
out of nowhere
with hurricanes, lightning. Like we knew he was good, but we didn't think Heisman candidate good or whatever until he lit it up with them all year. But yeah, in terms of like Shedeur, I thought was pretty well considered to be the number one guy. But I guess Ewers had the ranking ahead of him, I assume, because of the team around him. But it became very clear quickly that, like, maybe Ewers, and then Ewers decided to cancel himself out of the whole equation and say, I'm going to stay another year and go somewhere else.
So right now,
you still think he might go to Oregon? That was the.
I don't know. I don't know. He could.
To Corey.
He could. So we're looking at Shedeur is the number one prospect, followed by Ward. Then they have Jalen Milroe, then Ewers, Beck, Gabriel, Rourke from Indiana, Klubnik. They got Jackson Dart at number 9 in the top 10 with Riley Leonard. But Leonard's coming back though, isn't he?
He should. He found a home there. It's perfect for him over there. But yeah.
But those quarterbacks I just named, I only say, in my opinion, I think Shedeur is the only first round pick, in my opinion.
Yeah, but Ward's gonna go as well.
He will, based on projection.
But I think if Ewers was in there, he's another first round pick. So I just
think it's
the first to stay. I could see him getting picked where McCarthy got picked, like 11, 12, 13.
Or I'm just throwing this out there.
He falls,
I can see he can fall, but he can fall to a team, say like the Eagles.
Ewers? Yeah, but why would if they just decided to not when Hurts do his contract?
I want to say Hurts' contract is, let me see, I'm gonna pull it up here. Eagles, where the Eagles at?
Do we think they're done with Hurts?
No, I don't think they're done with Hurts, but I think they got questions about him.
Yeah, I feel like
and they've shown they're not afraid to move on from a franchise quarterback.
Do you think it's a durability? Do you think it's a durability issue, Coach, that they're worried about?
Durability issue, and he turns the ball over a lot.
I don't think durability is something that they consider too much because Penix still got drafted high, and he got injured all the fucking time. Like, wasn't he a fifth-year senior because of injuries?
Yeah, but what hurts, that's when he's most effective is with his legs, because you make him into a pure passer, he struggles.
Right. They did let him throw in the red zone recently, though. I was impressed.
They can get out of Hurts' contract in 2026. It'll be $21 million in cap hit. No, sorry, $52 million. They save 21. So they can take yours, because right now Pickett ain't it.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, that was
they got a lot of people to pay.
That was kind of.
Yeah, I agree with you. He is mid.
I think we all agree on what Hurts is now. I think it's clear.
P. Dollar, almost anybody with this version of Saquon is a good combo.
Yeah, we can hand the ball off to him at this point. Like
he's 281 yards away from breaking Dickerson's record.
Yeah, he needs 134 in both of the next 2 games, and he breaks it.
Does he get it?
Yes.
And he's going to get it against the Giants. Ain't that ironic?
Unless they sit guys, I do not know how they can stop him from getting it, because I just think he's going to get it. I think he'll have at least 150 of it against the Giants.
Yeah.
In like 3 plays.
So I just saw something funny. There's been 8 different rushers for the Packers tonight.
Really?
They tried their hardest to not get me them points, but he got them. I'm good.
Yeah, no, Josh.
Oh, you won?
Yeah, I won.
Yeah,
yes, sir. Let's go.
That's why I said take him out, because if he fumbles, that's the only way I can lose now. So he just keep him out.
There's 3 people that have Josh Jacobs. It's Will, it's me, and it's Jamie. Josh Jacobs has officially done enough for me. He's got 20 points. I'm winning 147 to 135, and the Saints have only 2 points on defense. I'm good. Will just did it. And I think Jamie needed the most help, though. I think she needed like a 30-point game.
Oh, she's not gonna get that. They giving it to everybody but him there.
The last time I checked, which was when you said you won, she said she only needed 10 more points from him. So like it's close. If he got one more touchdown or caught a couple of balls, he'd be all right.
Took, I'm in 3 leagues. One with just like a few homies I grew up with. One with STWF, and one with my cousin for money, which is the one obviously I care most about because I'm basically been the best team in the league for most of the season. And I just got out of that semifinals with the Jacobs 21-point game that I needed 20 of it.
I do want to say I thought it wasn't funny. I mean, it was kind of neat at the same time. I was happy to see Kenny Pickett get in the game, but he got hurt right away.
Yeah,
he went in there. He threw a touchdown.
But he made a few passes.
Yeah, he went in there for a touchdown right to AJ Brown. That was cool. And then he went and threw a pick the very next series, and then he got hurt.
Yeah.
So who's their third quarterback? I have no idea. I didn't even see.
Who did come out? Who was the third quarterback? Ty something, or like McLean, or I don't know, some guy.
A quick little ESPN search from the games yesterday can fix this.
Hey, they let Hurts throw in the red zone last week, and he scored a touchdown, man. But yeah, you're right. They really don't let him do that shit.
The quarterback, the backup quarter. Oh, I don't know who it is. It says Kenny Pickett, Jalen Hurts, and then Saquon Barkley.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Saquon Barkley got sacked once for a 2-yard loss.
Oh, because you went to how the game played out versus the team itself.
That's crazy. Yeah.
He went in there and slung it for 143 yards, though. Good for him. I was really by the way, they said that the Eagles had the number 1 passing defense. I did not play Scary Terry.
Tanner McKee.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Tanner McKee. They also had Will Greer on the roster for a bit. I don't know if he must be practicing.
No, though. He's in New Orleans, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really?
I thought he got cut.
He did get cut, but I think he's in New Orleans.
Fascinating.
So the Tanner McKee, he's from Stanford.
Yeah. If it's from Stanford and it ain't named Luck.
My thought, man, we on the same wave, bro.
Didn't Elway was Elway Stanford?
Yes.
Yeah. So Luck or Elway is all you get. The rest we don't give a shit.
They can help you do your taxes. Let's see who.
They will likely keep Jacobs out the rest of the game with that hand injury. They're up 20-20. Yeah, that's fine. He did exactly what I needed him to do. He can only hurt me by being in the game any longer, by fumbling.
Oh, Will Greer is gone. He's not there. You're right, Jake.
Where's he at?
I think he just might be on the streets sacking groceries.
He's selling insurance, huh?
This guy.
We have a nice used Dodge Durango for sale, if you like. What else we got? Do we have any other segments, or
let's see what we got here?
Take boys the end. But yeah, I really hope we lose out, and I hope the Giants win 1. I would love to have the first overall pick to trade back like 4 spots for a bunch of picks. That'd be fun.
Say where?
Because we could get exactly what we need if we trade back to 4 or possibly even 5.
You can still get you might still be able to get Banks.
Yeah, Banks. And even if we don't get Banks, the other guy who I forget his name, but the other guy who's really good at left tackle as well, we'll just scoop him up.
It was the guy from LSU, Campbell, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Oh yeah, the guy that Dale he started as a freshman. That's all he would say. He started as a freshman.
I thought he didn't like freshmen.
Look at Dale
But he
glazing a
started
freshman.
him as a freshman. Oh yeah, power rankings. He's right. Power rankings.
They have Will Campbell is third on here. They have Wyatt Millum from West Virginia.
Oh, okay.
6'6", 317. And he has a faster 40-yard time out of the other three. The other two. They got Josh Simmons, number 4 from Ohio State. Huh. My Longhorns got 2 of the top 5 offensive linemen. But the other guy, even though he's a Dunkerville Panther, he holds a lot of penalties. Go get him, Jerry.
Go get him, Jerry.
Power rankings. Who's your top 5 for this week?
Okay, my top 5 for the week are. I was ready this time. I found these notes. Can't find where I put the other notes for the fucking shit we were doing earlier. But 5, Minnesota Vikings at 12-2, man. I can no longer hate on
Darnold.
On Sammy. Like Sammy's cutting up. He's earning himself a probably should be better now than Kirk Cousins' bag next year. Whoever's going to give it to him.
No, he's still a bone.
Look, I do think he needs to be in this type of system, but
no. What he needs is 2 very, very, very good receivers to make him look really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly the one. Don't get me wrong. I love Addison, and it definitely helps to have him over there. But a lot of Jetta making him look amazing. But I do think, trying to think of the teams that he would. So, like, what teams would he be available? Like, if the Raiders wanted to go that route, you get Jacoby. That's about it. Maybe they go get another receiver.
I don't know. I have not been so. Wait, this is your statement. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Just trying to think of teams that might want to Sam Darnold next year.
I know who. No, never mind. I was about to say that because of the Kirk thing, but he's not going to be there in Penix as the starter, so never mind.
The Jets, that'd be hilarious. He makes the comeback.
Actually, without Salah there, he might actually have a chance to be normal.
If they just say, fuck it, we're good on you, Aaron, you're too much to deal with, and we're all set. And then he goes in there with Devontae Adams. Yeah.
Anyone that kept their Darnold jersey would be happy.
That's true. But yeah. So I got the Vikings number 5. I have the Detroit Lions number 4. And they're free falling, honestly, because of the injuries. But for now, that offense is still unbelievable. So we're gonna ride with them. At 3, which is the weirdest possible number 3 to be 13-1, the Chiefs. Despite them being 13-1, I do feel like winning like this is not necessarily. It's not going to work when you get to the playoffs. You're going to have to be a lot better than you have been. They also have to be careful with injuries. They've gotten some guys back, though. Hollywood just came back. Hopefully they get him into the fold. But yeah, the Chiefs are the Chiefs. They need to run the ball a little more, especially in the playoffs. But you can't really bet against them. But yeah, they're the third best team in my opinion. Buffalo Bills at number 2. They have the MVP in the league right now. They have a really good running game, actually. And the defense is good enough. They're better with a lead, though, typically. And number 1 is the Eagles. But honestly, you know what? Now I'm flipping them. I got Bills over Eagles. Eagles number 2, Bills number 1.
Bills number 2, Eagles number 1?
No. Eagles number 2, Bills number 1.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Jake, who you got?
I've got one sec. I've got even though I have my reservations on Darnold still, I'll give them 5. I think that I'm actually really surprised with their defense. Their defense is doing.
Flores got him balling.
Yeah, he's killing it. He's killing it, and the defense is doing everything they need to do to keep them within games and make sure Darnold still succeeds on the offense without having to worry too terribly much. And he's got the playmakers on that side of the ball to make it easy, and Aaron Jones just fit right into the offense perfectly. He's having a great season.
And
number 4,
still better off.
Basically, yeah. I mean, it was a win-win situation for both teams
everybody won.
With what they did.
Everybody
won. I think I really want to put them higher, but considering we've got a lot of injuries to the team, I'm going to go ahead and throw, well, not a lot of injuries, but the key piece of the offense is currently injured. And who knows how long he's going to be out, if the concussion is actually a concussion and he has to sit some time. Eagles at 4. I'm going to follow Will and say Kansas City at 3 for the exact same reasons. Those close games, you're not going to win those close games come playoff time. Someone's going to get it. I don't care whether you have home field advantage or not. I believe their only loss of the season was at home, was it not?
Yes. I'm not saying that they can't.
No, it was at the Bills, my bad.
Uniquely prepared to win close games. I just don't think they'll be close if they play the way they've been playing. But yeah, that was just my take. No, we ain't reading your list. Shut up, too.
I'm going to go only because they lost to them, but they're very, very close. And it's still kind of my pick for the Super Bowl between these two teams. I'm going Lions 2, Buffalo 1.
Lions 2, Buffalo 1. Okay. See, for me, I'm kind of stuck with. I think Baltimore is really good. But if I have to, if you held my feet to the fire, I'll probably say I'll go with Green Bay number 5.
I was 1 and 2.
Kansas City number 4. Minnesota number 3.
Sammy D.
Lions number 2 and Buffalo number 1. I think Buffalo makes it to the Super Bowl this year. But the Lions, I don't know if they can get past those injuries. I think, depending on what's going on with Hurts, I still think Philly might. Yeah, but it might be Buffalo versus Philly in the Super Bowl.
Hurts thing is going to make it interesting, though.
It will. Because they ain't going to do nothing with Kenny Pickett.
No.
So they desperately need him to get healthy.
Because even with a lead, Kenny Pickett wasn't able to hold it on.
Yeah, and you can't really ask Saquon to do any more than he's already doing for you. So,
I mean, they even put him in a quarterback and it didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, P. Dollar, I think if the Eagles and Packers play head-to-head, I think the Packers will be too much for the Eagles. They're going to be able to run it against them. The passing game love is going to be at a big – because that secondary is still suspect. That secondary is still suspect.
Yeah.
And that defense is formidable. It's serviceable. Bobby's got Green Bay, Minnesota, Kansas City, Detroit, and Buffalo.
But
Two said Hurst is playing this week. He could have went back yesterday. He should have. P. Dollar, you saying they can see Hurst in the next 2 weeks to rest up because you want them to lose so y'all can get that the division title, huh? I see what you did there.
Think he's sneaky.
It was a smart move to make for the Eagles.
Okay. It was a smart move to make for the Eagles.
To sit Hurts. I'm assuming that's what you're saying?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I got thinking long term.
But also, you probably should have tried to win that game. I mean, I'm a little torn. I get protecting them, but also, yeah,
you held your own destiny as far as the number one seed. Now you're gonna need some help.
If you win that game, it's everything.
It's done. I'll be done.
Yeah. But hey, maybe they keep them healthy, and maybe they'll be able to win out, and then they'll still be fine. I wonder who has a tiebreaker between them and Washington, because they split, right? So
yeah. Let's see. Let's see who got the tiebreaker. Huh. I was trying to see if they got any insight on that.
They didn't get the tiebreaker out.
Oh, here it is. Let me see right here.
Philly got the tiebreaker. They ain't lose to Dallas, he says. Oh, that'd be funny. That's how it worked.
So the Commanders say show where how they can. Did Atlanta? No, Atlanta beat the Giants. Never mind. This is coming into the game. Okay, this is coming into the game. See, heading into Week 16, the Commanders have a 2-2 record for the NFC East, while the Eagles are 3-0. A Washington win will improve the record 3-2 in the division, while dropping Philly to 3-1. So I think that's the first tiebreaker, right? Is the division? Oh, here it is. I just found Clarence Reed. Should a potential tiebreaker would advance to the second tier. So Washington did win, so they split the series 1-1. The second tiebreaker is division record. So right now, the Eagles have the tiebreaker.
All right. So yeah, they still kind of hold their own. They just got to not lose. Win out.
Yeah,
that'll be good. Fascinating. Well, that's some good power rankings.
I think so. And as we get closer and closer to playoffs, that means we're getting closer and closer to drafts. Can't wait! In my Boy Scout voice.
Hey, we already did our first mocky. You wasn't here. we did one mock draft.
And I'm pretty sure you led it.
Of course. You know I love me a mock draft.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, fam. Who you got for shout outs tonight?
Shout out to everybody who came through in the chat, especially who we had in here. My man Took was in here. I'm glad he was in here. And punk ass Flynn. Shout out to my peoples, man. Shout out to you fellas. Shout out to Dale, even though he bailed on us to watch this sad excuse for a football team, but he still produced.
I don't think he wanted that smoke tonight from us.
Some good stuff. Yeah, he didn't want to deal with it. I understand. It's hard.
24-0. Y'all finna get goose egg, man.
Yeah, you out there holding up donuts, bruh. We're doing donuts.
Black and go to the Super Bowl.
Doing donuts.
Week 2 Super Bowl champions, boy. Chook said it. When they beat the hell out of us in week 2, he said that was y'all Super Bowl. And y'all been laying it down since then.
Poor guy.
That was a loud can of beer.
No, that was a
Jake over there jaking.
That was my toast to the Saints' tears. Also, I got this freaking tall ass ceiling too, so the echoes in here are terrible.
It reminded me of that Finn and Jake. That
tears beers.
Hey man, shout out to you guys, man. Hate I missed the first 2 days last week. Y'all held it down, did your damn thing. As always, much appreciative. Shout out to Bobby, Lewis, Anthony, Pete Dollar, Miggity, Mike, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
Shout out to you two, especially Will. He made sure that I stayed sane at work today. Appreciate you, Will. And most of all, shout out to my Buckeyes beating up on the SEC. We're on to Oregon. OH.
Hose.
Hopefully we see y'all in about 3 weeks, Jake.
That'd be great. It'd be a great show that we'd have because I don't know. I might be off work that day. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, I think just for Coach.
Appreciate you, Flynn.
I think our sign-off should be hook 'em today.
No, we don't know. We want no negative energy.
Brown noses.
I see what you're doing there.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, playing chess, not checkers. I see you, Jake.
You guys got a much easier game than us. I don't want to hear it.
Hey, man, I'm not taking it for granted.
Oh, what? Who you guys got to stop? Mr. Scatabo? Oh, my God, that's so terrifying.
Hey.
You're worried about a white running back? Get out.
We had trouble with ETN.
We're definitely doing a show tomorrow, right?
I think it's to be talked about, but
we'll talk about it.
Chickadee, chop up.
Yeah, it's chop up.
All right,
Christmas
let's sign out.
Eve.
I got a pot roast to eat.
Christmas Eve chop up. Go eat your pot roast.
We'll let y'all know more than likely we will. But with that being said, on 3? Saints up.
Saints
1, 2, 3. Saints up.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.